Hey, hey, my creative friends. It is time to talk creativity today. And let's see, today has been just another kickback, laid back day. That's what I like about the holidays, is that some of the time it's go, do things, everything. But then some of the time it's just like relax, take in just some time to be doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. Most of us don't do nothing, but it's just less rush, less everything's done for us for Christmas, and Alan was taking over Christmas dinner. He's gonna do teriyaki chicken and fried rice. So yeah, shout out to the Polynesian heritage. So yeah, so we have everything done. So tomorrow is gonna also be another kind of kickback day. Only thing bad today was that Alan went to the store and it was icy out this morning and he slid on his bike again. Banged up his shoulder, though he doesn't think it's really terrible. Anytime you fall off a bike and go skidding through the street, it's not good. So, but you know, he said also, you know, his friend from work was walking and slid on the ice walking and fell. So, and I've seen it with people too. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not like, oh, don't ride the bike. I just think that that's part of living in a place that's like this. And the place is like I want to say 8:30 is when we get sunlight, and by 3 o'clock now, we had the shortest day yesterday, I think, or the day before yesterday, and so now we're starting to, I guess, we'll get back to where we have more sunlight, but it's really weird. It's really weird to look outside at 3:15 and think, oh, it must be bedtime. So anyways, let's talk about creativity. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and the next day is Christmas Day. And, you know, during this time of year, then is Christmas Day, the next week's New Year's. And so there's a lot of changing, a lot of visiting, a lot of things like that. Well, what I'm going to do is make a little change. And so I just wanted to read a couple quotes about change and stuff. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances with fluidity and flexibility is reflected in three main super factors of personality that all highly correlated with creativity. So, you know, that idea of changing circumstances and being able to adapt and change with it and move things is part of a creative personality. And those three highly correlated things that they're talking about, those super factor things, are plasticity, divergence, and convergence. So plasticity is the idea that, you know, you explore things, you engage with new ideas and trying new things, and openness to trying new things and the experiences that come with it and new scenarios. And so I thought it was a good time to change a little bit of what we're doing with our creative tips. So for the next couple nights, I'm going to still do it at this time. But I think we've talked a lot about the mind shift that needs to happen, making some time and space by managing some of the life things that we have, life duties that we have, and then we can make more time to be able to be creative and have creative experiences. So we're going to take the next little journey of having more creative experiences, but our time difference with here in the US makes it a little bit not corresponding very well. So I'm not going to be doing it because there's not really much to do at 8:30 at night in Sweden. When you're a family like this. So what I'm going to do is start to do the videos in the day, and then you can, most likely you're not going to watch them live, but I will still do them live, and then you can watch the playback. And so that way you start to have a little experience, the experiences that I'm having, because I did a list day before yesterday of at least 30 different experiences that I would have loved to have shared with you. And I know I'm going to have some more too. So those are like, I'm thinking of the scrapbook pages I'm going to make and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, it would be so fun if I could do it during the day. And I thought, why not? Why not? I think we've done a lot of videos that talked about some of the tips that we need, so we can now move into the experiences. So we're going to start the 26th to do things, and I will try to give a heads up when I'm going to do things, and maybe give you a few days notice on some things, depending if there's something I know I'm going to do. And so I will start that the 26th because we will be in Paris. And so I'm sure there's something to show you there that will be helpful and change maybe how you see things, or just give a little bit different flavor to your life experiences. So that will start the 26th. So I may come back on at this time of night when we're in Paris, but I don't know. And we're just going to be fluid. Just like it talked about in those super factors, fluid and flexible. So whatever's coming up, because I have done a lot of fun things. I'm thinking about like the opera, the Yule board, there's just been some fun things. You know, the kids program, and just the cafes and the museums, and just being out in Stockholm and Sweden is just very cool. And we don't all get to travel different places, but we can all share. So I'm going to be sharing some of those things. And like I said, we're going to go to Paris for a few days. And so, yeah, I figured that was a great time to start to make that shift. So another couple ideas with changing is talking about what we're doing is we part of life is changing. Part of creativity is the ability to change and to change yourself. And so it says, creativity flow says about to change personality means to learn new patterns of attention, to look at different things and to look at them differently, to learn to think new thoughts, to have new feelings about what we experience. So that's what I'm hoping. I mean, when I'm having these new experiences, it's just so exciting. There's new thoughts that come into my head and change me a little bit. Just even the way that Swedes live, they are much more simply engaging in life in a more simple way. And so that's changed my perspective a little bit. So I think seeing things and more of Sweden is, it'll be good. So let's see, I have something else written here. If you learn to be creative in everyday life, you will change the way you experience it. So if you learn to be creative in everyday life, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that, and I'm trying to be able to provide you ways and me ways in order to make sure we're creative every day, to be able to develop all those abilities that bring us so many great benefits. So that's what's going to be happening. I'll still give tips and stuff, but it'll be in a different context. And so we will start doing like little mini field trips and experiencing some of the experiences to be had in Sweden and different places here. So that's the tip today, or the change, talking about changing. And you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it. And I will be back tomorrow to wish you a Merry Christmas. So bye for now.